Well, an important news for all cricket fans here because Asia Cup's announcement is pretty much official. That's what Mohsin Naqvi has declared on his social media platform, that Asia Cup is going to begin on September 9th, and that's one of the things that we have for you. We were the first at Sports Today to tell you that Asia Cup is actually going to take place, but now the official announcement has come regarding the dates, and it is going to take place from September 9th until September 20th, and it's going to take place in the United Arab Emirates. So Mohsin Naqvi, who is the ACC chief, the president of the Asian Cricket Council, he revealed in a tweet that I'm delighted to confirm the dates for the ACC Men's Asia Cup in UAE. The prestigious tournament will take place from September 9th to September 28th. We look forward to a spectacular display of cricket. Detailed schedule will be out pretty soon. So in case you have just joined us, well, that's the latest update that we have for you, that Asia Cup is going to take place in September. All the problems or all the issues that were associated regarding the tournament, whether it was the geopolitical tensions between both India and Pakistan, well, all of these things have been put aside here, and cricket is going to be at the forefront now because the tournament is going to take place, and more than likely it's going to take place between a total of 8 teams here: India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Hong Kong, UAE and Oman. So it's pretty much going to be a 19 or a 20-day tournament. And as far as India versus Pakistan is concerned, well, India and Pakistan are more than likely going to be in the same group itself, which means that there could be potentially 3 matches between India and Pakistan. One, it's going to be of the group stage, and second, it's going to be in the Super 4. That's the usual format that Asia Cup is usually being held in, irrespective of whether it's an ODI one or the T20 one, and a potential final clash. So 3 possible clashes between India and Pakistan in the tournament here, assuming both the teams make it to the final. And needless to say that the tournament is going to take place in the T20 format, and primarily because there's going to be a T20 World Cup that's going to take place in early 2026 in India in Sri Lankan conditions. So just to prep themselves for that tournament, for the bigger nations like India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka, the Asia Cup will take place in the T20 format. So let's just go back and maybe discuss a bit about its history here. Like, there were a lot of question marks over the Asia Cup, because what had really happened after the Pahalgam terror attack, there was a question mark whether India would continue all its sporting ties with Pakistan due to all the geopolitical and the diplomatic tensions between both the countries. But then there was a ray of hope in which initially, which was basically seen in the last few days, when the BCCI basically attended the ACC meeting. They had all the board members there, and that's when it was decided that the tournament is really going to go ahead. The only thing that was remaining was that there were a few loose ends from the BCCI regards to the commercial partners that needed to be tied up before finalizing the tournament. And by the looks of it, it does basically give a glimpse that the announcement of the full schedule is going to come out soon, and maybe the loose ends that BCCI basically refer to as far as the commercial partners are concerned, well, that all has been taken care of by the Indian Cricket Board, and obviously they are going to be the hosts of this tournament here. So that's the thing about Asia Cup, that it is going to take place from September 9th until September 28th. The full schedule is going to come out soon. The official announcement has been made by Mohsin Naqvi, who is the ACC president here. And if we talk about the India-Pakistan ties here, well, at the political front, it's really in a lot of tension. But on the cricketing front also, if we talk about the recent called off match between India and Pakistan at the World Championship of Legends, well, that is when, led by Shikhar Dhawan and a few other Indian cricketers, they actually pulled out of that match against Pakistan Legends. And later it was also made official by the tournament broadcaster here that the match between the two teams is not really going to take place. It was Shahid Afridi who came out in open, and he indirectly called Shikhar Dhawan a rotten egg for basically making sure that because of him, all other Indian players also pulled out of that particular match. Now, whether let's say, if both India and Pakistan face off each other in the semi-finals or in the finals of the World Championship of Legends, whether India is going to pull out of those matches or not, well, that remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, that if it comes to India versus Pakistan in the semi-finals of the WCL, the Pakistan are really going to avoid that match. But when it comes to final, well, no surety has been given as to both the teams are going to face off in that respect or not. But yeah, keeping all the geopolitical tensions and the situations aside, one thing is for sure, that Asia Cup is going to take place in September from 9th until 28th. India and Pakistan are likely to be in the same group, which means that there could be potentially 3 matches between them: group stage, Super 4, and a potential summit clash between the two teams here. So let's just take maybe a couple of comments before we wrap things up. Yeah, that's the thing. As far as the test match is concerned, England are clearly ahead, as a comment by JB. And Gill is going to get a chance. Shushmita Sarkar, yeah. So that's about it as far as the latest Asia Cup update is concerned. So what do you think about this step that has been taken by the BCCI so as to make sure that the tournament really goes ahead? They did attend the meeting in Dhaka, and now one thing is clear, that all the things, all the geopolitical tensions, or all those things that have been there between the two countries, they have been kept aside, and they've made sure that cricket basically goes on between the two nations here. So stay tuned to Sports Today, as we'll bring you all the latest updates and analysis from the sporting world.